Hello everyone, I'm Michelle Smith and welcome to my channel. I have a Valentine's Day craft for you today. The tools that you're going to be needing: a glue gun and glue sticks. The materials that you're going to be needing are some white rose petals. I found these in the wedding section in the Dollar Tree. You're also going to need a package of the pink rose petals and a package of the red rose petals. These were both in the Valentine's Day section. And they come with 300 pieces per bag. And then you're going to need one of these felt hearts. You're going to want to try to get the light pink, just so that when you use the white petals on it, that the red would probably show through. So that's why it shows the pink. Okay, I'm going to get cleaned up and set up and we'll get started. Now when I lay my petals down on my heart, I want to do it in kind of an ombre effect. And I'm going to start with red on the bottom, pink in the middle, and white on the top. And then as I do the transition in that area, I'm going to mix the two. So I'm going to start with my red petals. Just going to take a small amount of hot glue. I want to start right at the point. Now while you're laying down your petals, you want to overlap them, but you also want to make sure that you keep the shape. So start at the very point. And the petals have a pointed end and a round end. You want to hot glue the pointed end down. Start with one, overlay with two, then go to three, etc. And just build as you grow. Now if you like crafts, DIYs, and hauls, please make sure to subscribe to my channel. I do upload new content every week. A good tool to use when you're hot gluing is this. It's in the kitchen section. It's by Betty Crocker. It's a scraper spatula and it's made of silicone. This works very well when gluing. It helps you hold things down, and if the glue does get on it, you just simply wipe it away. It doesn't stick. It's a really nice tool. Now I went ahead to help me and I drew a line where I want to start fading from the red to the pink, and I drew a line where I want to start fading from the pink to the white. Very simple. You just continue to attach the petals as you move your way up the heart. And if you can see, the petals do kind of curve up a little bit. So that way it's not going to be real flat. It's going to look kind of fluffy. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to get my red petals down. And when I get to this point where I'm going to do the transition, I'll come back and I'll show you how to do that. I'm at the point where I want to transition. So what I've done is I've gone ahead and every so few pink, I've added another red. I'm going to do that for 2 strips, and then I'm going to go to all pink. Okay? And when I get up here where I want to transition into the white, for 2 rows, I'll do the same thing. I'll put down a couple white, and then I'll sneak in a pink. That way it looks like it kind of fades. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and I'll do the pink all the way up to where I blend into the white, and I'll come back. So I'm moving right along here. Everything's looking really nice. Now, as you can see through the transition, I went ahead and incorporated some pink down here in the red. And then as I moved into the pink, I incorporated a little bit of the red. And now that I'm moving into the white, I'm doing the same thing with the pink. Now, the one thing that I discovered is that the white petals are much larger than the red or the pink. So now I'm very glad that I decided to put the white on the top. So keep that in mind when you're choosing your colors. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and finish adding. You do want to be careful because of all the holes that you do not glue to the table. What I found the easiest way to attach these is to just lay a little strip of the glue onto the heart and then place your petals into the glue. It makes it much easier and you're less likely to glue it down to the table. Okay, this right here is probably the hardest part to get it so that it still looks right. So I wanted to show you how to do that and how to keep the heart shape. You want to go ahead and bring the petals up to where the little dip is here. And then you're going to change how you start attaching the white petals. Work around this way to get the initial shape outlined. And this is just to give you the outline. You are going to go over it again with another row of petals. So don't worry if it doesn't look quite right. We just want to get our shape covered. So what you're looking at is the shape that comes right here. You want to make sure that you're keeping that as you're laying the petals down and overlap them. When you come back the other way and lay the petals in, that's when you need to be a little bit more cautious. But right now you're just trying to keep the shape. Sorry, my voice is a little off today. My allergies have been bothering me, so I sound a little funny. And now I'm going to go ahead and continue laying my petals in. Again with the points going up. Lay a little bit of glue down and lay the petals in, overlap them. Some of the petals come very bent, so you want to try to pick the nicer looking ones that are in the package there. Make it a little easier on yourself. So just make sure as you're laying those petals down that you're keeping the shape. Now I know a lot of people don't necessarily decorate for Valentine's Day or for St. Patty's Day. But I'm one of those strange people. I like to decorate for all holidays. I always have. It helps me work my way through the year as I celebrate each holiday. Okay, so as you can see, I'm kind of slowly changing the angle, and I'm starting to move the points to move this way so I end up in the center of the dip here in the heart. That way I get good coverage, I keep the shape, and everything looks good. Now you can see I'm doubling the petals as I go back over. So there's 2 layers there. And you can see you need to do that, otherwise you can still see the pink heart underneath. That was what I was afraid of, and that's why when I purchased this, the felt hearts come in pink. They also come in red. If you're going to do just maybe the pink and the red petals and not use the white, you can probably get away with using the red heart. But if you want to use some of the white rose petals, you definitely have to get the lighter colored. Or you can get the darker red and then just cut a piece of white paper and glue that down over it first and then glue the petals on top of it. You could do it that way as well. That way you don't have to worry about the red color popping through. Okay. Looks nice. I think I am going to add a bow right here in the middle, and I'm also going to add a string or a ribbon to hang it from. Now, if you need to add any extra petals to make it fuller, or say if it looks thin or the blend doesn't look right to you, you can just grab a petal, put a little bit of glue on it, and go ahead and stick it in wherever you need to. If it looks like you didn't get the fade quite the way you want it and you need to add a little more, that's all you need to do. On the white, if you want to add a little bit into the pink, because the petals are larger, just cut off that tip, add a little bit of the hot glue, and then go ahead and stick it in there. It's just because the petal is so much larger that it won't fit in and then it won't look right. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and grab some ribbon and I'll be right back. Okay, I have some of this 1/8 of an inch white ribbon. It's just plain white ribbon. I like to use this when I hang wreaths and stuff. I just take a long piece, fold it over, tie a little knot in the end. Then go ahead and just hot glue it onto the back. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and let this dry while I make a bow. I decided I'm going to use this ribbon. I really like it. It has a red background and it has pink and white hearts on it. I think that's perfect. Now the pattern is only on one side on this ribbon. So to do the bow, I'm going to do kind of a pinky bow. How much I want. I want to double it. Okay, so basically I'm just pulling it into like a bow and crossing the two. And then you can use pipe cleaner, a piece of wire, another piece of ribbon, which is what I'm going to do. And then I'm just going to tie down the center. Tie it twice so it's nice and tight. And I'm just going to cut off the excess of the white ribbon. Okay, so now I want to just go ahead and glue the ribbon right here where I ended all of my petals. So I'm just going to go ahead and put a little pile of hot glue there and then glue my bow down. Now it's up to you how you want to cut your ends. You can dovetail them if you like. You can cut them straight across, however you like them. On this, I like the tails left a little long. I think it adds quite a bit to the heart. Okay, there you go. Doesn't that look adorable? I think this ribbon really brings it all together since it has all the same colors in it. Very easy and simple project. Well, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed that craft. If you did, please give me a big thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please go ahead and subscribe. I do upload new content every week. Thanks again for stopping by. You have a great day, and I will see you next time.